why are you here today?
I'm here today for the kids' future and like what's going on with the NHS and all over the board in schools, getting shut down, more people turning up, overcrowding of schools, which they ain't mentioning, and the state of the NHS and no dental care and everything else. But everyone in the hotels and stuff are getting free dental care, getting hospitals and doctors and everything else looking after them, and we're suffering. I've got holes in my teeth right now. Don't need a dentist.
So I'm here today because I'm documenting the event, just getting different opinions from the people and basically just doing it myself. You've seen what traditional media says about these kind of events, so I want to see for myself what it's actually like.
Oh, hi. I'm here just to make a difference, like look at the turnout. Got to stand up for what we believe in. I started coming to the protest after COVID, and then my mate here, Damo, got me into the Tommy thing. It's bad, isn't it? It's really bad. And if we don't do anything, the future's going to be terrible, isn't it?
How about you?
Well, that's it. I've been awakened for quite a few years and that, like, but now I brought around a friend as well, like, and we brought him out. We're taking our country back, and like that song you had on earlier, Aaron tipping out. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
So why are you here today?
I'm here today because I've got grandchildren, and I want them to know that this is a fantastic country to live in, and that they've got a place in it, and it's not all going to be taken away from them. That they can actually have the law look after them as much as it looks after the other people that have turned up here and see us as soft and take us for granted. I'm not against any immigration, but they've got to understand that this is our country. We cannot go home. We can't decide we've had enough and go home. This is it. And he is my grandson, and he's 6 years old. And my granddaughter is 15. And for everyone else's grandchildren, they need to know that the future is safe for them to be English, to be British.
Why are you here today?
The most important reason that I'm here today is because of the illegal immigration and the way the country are treating their own people. I feel really strongly about it. As we just seen on the screens behind us, there's veterans, 18,000. Last year that was homeless, and they're all on the streets, and we've got illegal immigrants coming over, getting put up in hotels, and they're having free meals a day, everything paid for, and the veterans are on the street. I think it's absolutely disgusting, and I stand for them.
Take it back and bring it on us. It's time to, for us, it's possibly over. I'm 50 now, but my children and my grandchildren are coming in, and I want a world where they can see Britain as it is and as it was. Sorry, but I want our Britain back. I want our culture. I don't want people stamping on our grounds, and Christ knows what that. But stop them boats coming in. Stop them coming in.
I'm here for my past and my future, because they're both being eroded. Our life is being taken away from us. I'm not a racist at all. I've got black people in my family, I've got all sorts. I'm not a racist. I'm here for my future, and my past has been eroded.
So what is it about Tommy that inspires you the most?
His guts. He stands up to him. And like he says, he what he finds out, he needs us to find out.
Yeah, just to show the love of his country, and he is a lion. He's inspiration out to us all.
At the last march that Tommy had, the Reform didn't talk about it at all.
Well, I've watched it, and I thought I'd like to get involved. I want to get involved now. I want to go and see Tommy. I was just heading there before he'd come and see me, to pull him over and have a word with him.
And then, what is the most important, part of days like this for you?
The future of my grandchildren.
What does that mean?
I want the best future they can have, peacefully, no problems like I had.
I suppose I am inspired by Tommy Robinson a little bit, because he's sacrificed so much in his family life and time in prison, etc., to stand up for this country, and no one in power is giving him any support at all. So it's down to the people to support him.
So how do you think traditional media portrays people like Tommy Robinson?
Well, I don't know. The original stereotype is that everyone's far right, fascist, that kind of stereotype that you hear about. But today, what I heard, I've heard different mixed opinions, but this is more like a nationalist protest, if you want to call it that. But it's been very peaceful as well.
What is it about Tommy that inspires you?
Well, I think Tommy's just telling everyone what's going on. and I think everyone needs to know what's going on. The media's not telling us what's going on. So I think, yeah, he's doing the right thing, speaking out and telling us what's going on.
So you were just telling me you were arrested at the last Tommy Robinson rally?
I was indeed. I've got my dispersal note here if you would like to have a look at it. It says I was banned from the city of Westminster for 24 hours for approaching a protest group, expressing contradictory views to the protest group, possibility of harm to self. So I was removed for my own safety from the Tommy rally.
Do you think you'll get arrested today?
My goal is not to get arrested today because I've got a birthday party to go to, so I don't want to.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that.
Nice one.
We are the mods.
What about you?
And the country is being destroyed at the moment by certain activists that are not from this country. And we need to stand up united as one nation to defend our nation against all activists that want to bring us down.
Which activists are you talking about?
Well, we know who the WEF, we know who they are.
WEF, what are they doing?
Well, you know what the WEF are doing. They're trying to capitalise on no borders. They want to cut down nationalist sympathisers. We know what they would want to do. They want to make a globalist society where you're just a number, you're not a name. We need to be nationalists. We need to be people again.
And then what is it about Tommy Robinson that inspires you the most?
He speaks for his country. He's gone through so much shit. And in the past, right, I didn't think that EDL was okay. And we would fight against the National Front with our scooter clubs and everything. But it's just gone chaos. And we've realised he's actually right. So we're standing behind him now. We don't like racism, but it isn't racism. It's a cultural fight. It's a cultural issue. I don't care what colour you are. I'm two-tone. We were the two-tone beginning of the black and white movement together in the 80s. What we don't need now is for our fucking country to be put down and everybody's issues are better than ours. This is our country. It's a small island. We're going to sing. I don't care if you come here and it doesn't matter what colour you are at all. But it's a cultural difference. So they should speak English when they come here. I don't want to see the hijab. I don't want to see that. We have our faces shown all over the country. Why should, here's my face, why should they be covered up? It worries me. It's not on.
The problem is, right now, if you can pay £6,000 to a people trafficker to bring you across the border from France to England, you have then got £6,000 to put down a deposit on a house with 2 months in advance and look for a job while you're here. You do not have to pay people traffickers to get you here. You can get a flight to land you in Heathrow or Gatwick. So why pay people traffickers? Because you're trying to buck the system. And we need the British people to look after each other and not people to come here bucking the system. We have got 10 years of waiting list with British patriots on that waiting list. We do not need people paying £6,000 to come here and then be prioritised on the housing list.
Exactly. So I've just seen you've got reform stickers on the back of your phone. Why do you support reform?
Because Reform UK are it's the only legitimate party in this country that cares for the British citizens. The Conservatives sold us down the river years ago. Years ago, we gave them an 80-seat majority in the House of Parliament and they betrayed the British public. We now have to go for reform. We are the true Conservatives. Labour don't even stand for the British working man anymore. Only the Forum stand for the British working people and the Conservative working people.
I don't understand what Labour is nowadays. It's like they don't
stand for the
about us.
anymore.
Do not care.
So you think reform is going to push back against it?
In the next 4 years, right, Nigel has only just come in the last 2 months, and look at what's happened, okay? We need a leader.
But then where is Farage today? Where's reform?
Well, because he can't come here because he gets accused of being a racist. Yeah, that's the problem.
We are not.
Should he push back against that? Shouldn't he push back against that then?
But when he's in Parliament, as the first month he's been here, he's just trying his fucking best. If he turns up here now, he's going to get called a racist again like he always did. And he's basically just standing up for Britain.
Do you think reform would push back hard enough though?
We have to reunite the right. That's the problem. The way the elections went, the right-hand side of British politics would have won. But Labour Party only won with a 34% majority, which was less than Corbyn's. Corbyn majority was less. If the Reform Party and the Conservative Party could unite the right, we would have won in the last election.